Welcome back to the studio. You're watching Eye on Africa here on France 24. I'm Shona Bhattacharya. Here's a look at our top stories. In this edition, the political crisis continues in Gambia. President Jammeh has named a mediator to talk with the opposition while criticizing foreign mediation efforts. Gambia sinks deeper into crisis. President Yahya Jammeh, who refuses to accept the results of the December 1st election, says he's appointed a mediator to meet with all parties. This as representatives from the West African regional ECOWAS bloc are expected to arrive in Banjul, the capital, on Friday. Jammeh has criticized their initiative as well as the threat to send in regional troops. He calls the level of foreign interference, quote, unprecedented, and has expelled 3 Senegalese journalists.
Our review and investigations have revealed an unprecedented level of foreign interference in our elections and internal affairs, and also a sustained smear campaign, propaganda, and misinformation.
Our guest on this topic is Dr. Michael Amoah, Research Associate at the Center of African Studies at SOAS in London. Thank you so much for joining us on France 24. Tell us, Professor, how do you think this crisis will end?
Well, the scenario we're looking at, President Jammeh says he wants this resolved constitutionally. And so we're talking about if there is no Supreme Court sitting this January, it's likely to be in May or even in November. We can't see, with the facts available on the ground, judging from the anomalies committed by the Electoral Commission, there's no way a Supreme Court can rule that Jammeh should step down. So practically, that's not going to happen. The ECOWAS and African Union mediators will be going to see Jammeh with one main proposal, that he should step aside, which Jammeh is not prepared to do. So in all practicality, we're looking at a scenario ahead where Jammeh would say he wants another election conducted.
Now, you said before that ECOWAS's announcement, the regional bloc, their announcement that they'll send troops into Gambia if Jammeh does not step down, that is an empty threat. Why do you say that?
The ECOWAS threat to send troops, it's practically unlikely because we know their track record. In 2013, they made a lot of noise that they were going to send troops to Mali, and they did not. And in 2015, they made a lot of noise they were going to send troops to Burkina Faso, and they did not. It was only about 14 months since Burkina Faso. I cannot see ECOWAS being able to actually honor their promise or even a threat to send troops to Gambia. And in any case, if they did that, it's only going to cause more chaos and will not bring peace to the sub-region.